Hi everyone, I am Vivekanandam. I welcome you all for this online class of the social science subject. In this social subject, I would like to teach from the history, chapter 5, Kingdoms, Kings and an Early Republic. This is the part 2. Before starting a lesson, I want to go for the quick review of the previous lesson, the part 1, what I taught, so that you can understand what we learned about the different types of the governments we learned, where about the 200 years the British ruled and monarchy rule and present democratic rule and king's rule. And there is a slightly difference, there is no much difference between king's rule and democratic rule, but because the praja, the people will choose. In those days when the king's rule was there, the jana used to choose their rajas. Today we are choosing, but we are not calling the rajas, but we are calling them as a prime minister of India or president of India. So today, of the scenario of this 19, after getting the independence from 1947 to 2020, this prime minister or president of India, they are not doing any sacrifices, any yajnas. They are not conducting any pujas. But when the kingdoms was there, the king used to do some yajnas to get the confidence, to get the belief on him by his people, by his kingdom people, right? So this where we learn. Now all this informations where we'll get, how to follow, what to do, what not to do, what yajnas, what the sacrifices, all things we have to remember our varnas. Varnas has come from the Sanskrit. Today, because of the Sanskrit, we have so many languages. The Sanskrit is the mother language for all the other languages. So Varnas, we have many books. We have many books. That was especially in the north side of North India, they composed. On my screen you can see Vedas are there. How many types of Vedas are you can see? There are 5 Vedas. These are written in the Sanskrit. Rig Veda, Samveda, Yajurveda and Atharvaveda. These Vedas, what is the purpose? What they teach? They teach how the king should be there, how the kingdoms will be there. This will be done, this will be taught by the Brahmins. The society was, we are going to learn about the society, how they are going to divide, how many types of people have been segregated based on giving the surveys, how the people have been given the names. All these things we learn by before these Vedas are there. Vedas are, Varnas are the this thing for the mother of this Sanskriti. From the Varnas we came of the Vedas. So in this, it is mentioned in the 5 just now we read about. In this, how the king's life will be there, the Varnas, the Vedas will tell you how the king's life, how the king is there. Many of these were in those days when king was ruling. He constructed the forts. That forts is called fortified. Means the forts, that huge walls of wood, brick or stone were built around them. The build because they want a safety. If any other opposite side king or any other king with the grudge, they want to try to attack on this, they should not attack, because the stones will control the putting the bomb, fire, something. And forts were probably built because of the people were afraid of attacks from the other kings and needed protection. For the safety purpose, they have given importance in those days. First preference was given for the safety. In that safety, what they done it, they built the forts. How they built? With the wood, brick, stone, and other materials they used. And why it is also like that some rulers wanted to show, apart from the safety, like see rich king, the king is very rich. By seeing the fort we can identify, yeah, this king is very rich. By seeing the small kingdom, a small fort, you can identify this king financially is very weak. So in this way, the king want to show how rich and powerful they were, building really large and tall. If seeing the large and tall like a China wall, the forts built was there. They'll want to make it large and tall. And to constructing, to making all these things, where these kings will get the money, that is to construct the finance. Through the people, they'll get it. How the people will pay? They'll pay through taxes. They pay by taxes on crops, especially for the farmers. Farmers are the most important. See, most people were in those days, they were farmers. They were taxed, and they, apart from the farmers, what they do, they have to give 10% of the tithe, Dashama Bhaga. Whatever the crops is there, 90% the farmers will hold it, and 10% they have to pay to the king. This is called the tithe, the pay, tax. And there were taxes on the craft persons also, the craft, like the business making traditions, all these trades, they have to pay taxes. And herders, the who's having the animals and other thing, they are also to pay taxes in the form of animal. They have to pay, not the money. Animals and animal products they have to pay. So in this way, the Raja, the kings are getting the money or animals. By selling the animals, he may rotate the money for the construction of the forts. So all sort of information, this will tell you by the Vedas, the king's life. So in those days, there was always, the king was very worried about the other king may attack them, giving the preference, giving the new techniques to safeguard their ports, to give importance to the safety concern, giving the training to the Sipais, armies. This means they have to spend much money on this safety purpose. Through this safety purpose, the king will show how much powerful is that. If any king want to try to attack this thing, for we can understand this lesson by seeing the Bahubali 1 and Bahubali 2. The sequel has come, based on the king's story. How some kings were selfish and how the kings were playing the hero roles, all these things you can understand. Next one is about the kings, apart from the life, even they have to do some sacrifices, the puja, the yajnas they have to do. How they do? What they call yajnas? Then Ashwamedha yajna is there. It's very powerful yajna. What they do? After performing the puja, they have to relieve one horse. That horse is very big and very healthy. The horse, after performing the puja, if the horse want to go or travel, which called in those days wandered, WNDERD, wandered means travel or to come into the other king, means the horse want to go into the other kingdom. For example, there is the limits of this king. If the king is limited, released this horse, the horse may enter into other kingdom. But If other king want to stop it, they have to fight with the Raja. Why I stopped our Ashwamedha, our arts? If they want to allow, they have been accepted. The meaning, they have been accepted that Rajas who wanted to perform the sacrifice was stronger than them. So Rajas who was accepted is always think about it. If I am very strong, I have to accept. Otherwise, I have to. If I am very strong than this, the Raja who has done the Ashwamedha and released this horse, it's depend on the situation of the financial conditions and how strong the king was. All these things, the production, the kings will depend upon whether they have to stop the horse or whether they want to release or they want to allow the horse go into their kingdom. These rajas were then invited to sacrifice, which was performed by special trained priests. Priest means Brahmins. The Brahmins will play an important role while performing the pujas, yajnas. They'll sit beside the king and they'll follow the rituals. The king has to do all the pujas. Basic instructions of the priest, the king has to do the puja, right? Then procedures of the performing, there are specific procedures are there. In this, the Brahmins will get rewarded. How they get rewarded? Because the other caste people cannot do except the Brahmins. Nowadays also we call Pujari or Ayagar. See, nowadays also without the puja in the Hindu dharma, as per the Hindu Sanskriti Sampradaya, the traditional, if any house dedication is there, we are conducting the marriage, any other festivals or any other rituals we are conducting, will ask the Brahmins to come and do it. In those days also, the Brahmins will do the yajnas by giving instruction to the Rajas, and for that purpose, the Brahmins will reward it with the gifts. The Rajas were a central figure and the people will give some gift to him. Here, the Rajas will give some gift to the Brahmins, but when Raja is doing the yajnas, the people belongs to their country, their kingdom, they have to give some gift to the Raja. Priest perform the rituals including the sprinkling of sacred water on the king. After completion, see, while doing the puja, you will take the Ganga Jal, some other Jal is there, no, sacred water. You will sprinkle on, you used to sprinkle on the king so that it is a mark of sacred water on the king. That means it is Shuddhikara, means the cleanliness. While doing the puja, the Brahmins hold the authority to clean all these things. That means they are doing all these sort of informations, all sort of peace and other things, success, everything they do by the Brahmins to the king. Now, once again, we want to show about the Veda. What Vedas are briefly explanation, giving the explanation about the Vedas, about the rules. As per according to the Vedas, in those days, the society was being divided. Why they are divided? What is the purpose? There is a specific purpose was there to divide the society, divide in the kingdom. The people have been divided into categories. Today we have so many categories, like the person who is giving the service oriented, immediately we can remember doctors, lawyers, engineers and teachers. But in those days, there were rules. Society has been divided. There were several different groups in the society. They were first preference was be given the priest. First comes priest. Second comes warriors. Third, herders. Fourth, so on. So many categories. In the next another 5 minutes we'll read. Before that, which books are told all these things and where this has been stopped and how many books are there. I want to go take you to the books that were composed of the, just I told about the north side, that was the books of the Ganga and Yamuna rivers in those days was there. But when the time was come, when this all these books are drained during this particular period. Rig Veda, Samaveda, Yajurveda and Atharva Veda, this was composed by priests and described how rituals were to perform. All these things, society how to be divided, how the rituals are there, how the king has to do the perform the puja, yajna, how, what is the rituals, like rules and regulations were, everything is mentioned in these books. The books will tell you more about how these people are doing. And society was divided. The fourth one is the traders, the fifth one is craft persons, the sixth one is laborers, seventh one is fishing, and eighth one folk and forest people. So society has been divided into 8 categories. And especially the first one is about the Brahmin. Let us see what the role played by the Brahmins. Brahmin were expected to study and teach. Like today we have been calling the teacher. In this today we can see so many caste people are there. But in those days only Brahman was there. What they do? They study and they'll make the young king as they are coming to their ashrams, and they'll teach. They know all familiar with the Vedas, and they're about the performance of the yajnas, about the procedures of the yajnas, and they'll get the gifts. The second one is about the place where the rulers was known as the Kshatriya. First one is Brahmins, second one is Kshatriya. They were expected to fight. We have been called as the warriors, the Yuddhavira, the warriors was fighting in the war, like a Bahubali. The two different kings they showed, two different styles of the two different styles to fight with the enemy. Kshatriya, the second one, they were expected to fight battles and protect the people from the other king when they were attacked. Third one about the Vaishyas, and the third one is having the specialty that they could not perform any rituals. They don't have any authority to perform any rituals. And apart from these Vaishyas, women were also grouped, and these people were not performing any rituals or any yajnas or any pujas. And the Janapadas, we have the two divided people, Janapadas and Mahajanapadas are there. And in this, about the women we are talking about, along with this, the women are Shudras were not allowed to study Vedas. About they will not, they were not allowed to read and write. They are not allowed anyone to do any yajnas. And about the king has been divided into, the kingdom has been into Janapadas and Mahajanapadas. The first one will say Janapadas. Raja who performed these big sacrifices were now recognized as the big Rajas of Janapadas. In that doing the yajnas also they should be very big. So ultimately this doing the big financial matter, it's depend on the people how they are going to pay taxes to the king. And the Rajas of the Janapadas rather than the Janas. So here Janas is depending on the Rajas. Raja will give instruction to you have to pay the taxes. So depend on this. In two states in those days, it was there. One is New Delhi. Today also the Delhi is there as a country capital. And Uttar Pradesh. These are found about the herds and kept cattle, and were also the other animals were being kept over there. The fourth category, herders and traders were there. And as we read just now about the traders, they have to pay their animals, not the tax money. They also grew a variety of the crops. Now we are farmers, the herders. Apart from hiring the animals, herding the animals, they also grow a variety of the crops. Like what type of crops they used to in those days? Rice, wheat, barley, pulses, sugar cane, and mustard. So this is the one particular story about the Janapadas, where Raja will perform the duties about the sacrifices, and the Jana, the people will support him. Most of the people have been from the Delhi and Uttar Pradesh have found the huts. Why they have made huts? For the sake of the animal. Animal husbandry was developed over there. And also the farmers, they grow crops, rice, wheat, and other thing, because for every people, for every country, we require the food. Without the food, we can't live. So next one is about the Mahajanapadas. There's a particular year. About 2500 years ago, some Janapadas became more important than the others. Why? They are known as the Mahajanapadas. Why they are important? What they do? What was the purpose means? Magadha Samrajya, we have the Magadha dynasty. We can see the most Magadha's kings 100 years ago, many rivers such as the Ganga and Yamuna flowed through the Magadha. This is a kingdom. Magadha king. Can you remember some king's name? Maurya, Ashoka Chakra. Ashoka and Magadha dynasty have powerful kings. And when the Magadha, why they developed the Magadha dynasty? Because in their country, in their kingdom, the Gangas and Yamuna, the water was flowing. And Magadha had two very big, powerful rulers like Bimbisara and Ajata Satu. So all these things who made their kingdom very successfully by attacking the other king, and they even showed how they are powerful than the other kingdoms. And if anybody want to conquer the other Janapadas, these are the people who made conquer by attacking other kingdoms. Who was very, the other king is very financially weak or security point of view very weak. And Mahajanapadas was another Janapadas where they attacked, they made. That's what Magadha dynasty, they ruled wisely and they made powerful. We have so many good kings from the Magadha dynasty. Here, King Bimbisara is approaching to the Gautama Buddha, where this is Janapadas, and difference between Jana and the Mahajanapadas you can see. So first of all, first picture shows about the Jana, how the people are there, how the king has to control. And in this way, there are 4 categories, 8 categories are there: Brahmins, warriors, Vaishyas, Shudras, all these things are there. And here can see King Bimbisara, right? Next one is about the Vedas. Why these Vedas are telling means they were composed by the priest and described whole rituals or how to be performed, how rituals are there, how they are performed. The rituals plays an important role. Without the ritual, without the documents, today we are following one document, that is the Indian constitutions. One country, one rule, one vote, one person, one value. Like that, in those days also we have Rig Veda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, and Atharva Vedas. Vedas will describe how rituals have to be performed. So all these things shows that the king has to perform the sacrifices following the Vedas. About in this case, how the Janas, how they are chosen in the kingdoms also, they were divided into 2 kingdoms, Janas and Mahajanapa. So king want to show how strong he is used to construct all these sites and other thing. Through that, he is always having the planning how to protect, how to avoid the other king to attack. Even they have the planning how to attack to other, how to conquer other kingdoms who is the king is very weak. All this some information we can segregate and we can understand about the king was there, king's rule was there. He has to perform the yajnas. He has to take the people's confidence into him, and by following the Vedas, he has to do the yajnas, and based on the yajnas, Vedas and the Vedas, the security, the society has been divided. How many society was there? How many people? What the people will do? The different people are there. In those days, they used to do different type of works to support their kingdom. In this way, the society has been divided. Everything is, especially that Ganga and Yamuna, that dynasty which we are talking about, all these things will tell you that how kings were very strong. Nowadays, you can see the people have been choosing their representative, the election. The prime minister has been chosen by the people, and you can see how people, how prime minister and other things are doing. So they should have the confidence on the people. They should not lose the confidence. So in this way, today we are learn about the previous king's rule, how the king has to do. All these things we will learn. I hope you understand this lesson. Thank you.